It's late. Maybe it's 11 at night. Maybe it's 2 in the morning. Maybe it's Sunday afternoon and for once you're not working. And then your phone buzzes. It's a work message from someone senior. And even though you're off, even though it's your time, your thumb is already moving to reply. And if you don't, the guilt sets in. What will they think? Will they assume I'm ignoring them? Should I just answer it quickly and get it over with? If you know that pull, this one's for you. Because here's what's actually happening. It was never really about the message. It's about the pull to be available, even when you're off, and the guilt that comes when you're not. I've spent nearly 30 years in corporate change and transformation. I have noticed the unspoken rule.
Be available, be responsive, be on.
And I'll be honest with you tonight. I've been on both sides of this. The person lying awake, deciding whether to answer, and the person who sent the message in the first place. So let me take you through both. Let's start with being on the receiving end. That late night message lands and the fear creeps in. If I don't reply, they'll think I don't care. If I don't reply, I'll look unreliable. But here's the thing I want you to sit with. Someone else's lack of boundaries is not your emergency. If a senior is sending messages at 2 in the morning, that's their relationship with work. It doesn't have to become yours. And here's a simple test for the moments you're not sure. If something is truly urgent, truly an emergency, they will call you directly. A real crisis has a phone call and a backup plan. It doesn't sit quietly in a text, waiting for one sleeping person to wake up and notice. So a message that arrives at 2 a.m. with no call behind it, that can wait until the morning. It is almost never the emergency your guilt is telling you it is. Now, I want to be fair about one thing. If your actual job is on call, if you're in operations or a role where after hours really is the agreement, then that's the contract you signed and that's different. But for most of us, that's not the job. The job is to deliver, not to be reachable every hour of the night. Now let me turn this around because I'm also the person who sends. Outside my day job, I run this channel and I work on it at night or on the weekends because that's my window. I have someone who helps me with the design side and I used to fire off briefs to her late at night. The moment I thought of something, off it went. And here's what I had to ask myself. Just because I'm working at 11 at night, does that mean she has to be? Because a message's arrival time is not its deadline. Me sending something at night doesn't mean I expect it answered at night. But if I never say that, if I just keep sending into the dark, then I'm quietly doing to her exactly what those 2 a.m. or late messages do to you. And here's the part that humbled me. At my day job, I already solved this. I schedule my emails to land in working hours. I protect my colleagues' time without even thinking about it. But making this very video, I realized I wasn't doing it for my own team. I had the tool the whole time. I just hadn't reached for it. That's how quietly these patterns hide. They hide even from the person making a video about it. So if you're the one sending, here's the fix. It takes one click. In Gmail, instead of hitting send, click the little arrow next to the send button. Schedule it. Let it land at 8 in the morning. You can also do this on Outlook. Delay the send. So you still get the thought out of your head at 11 at night, but it arrives in their day, not in their night. You stay productive, they stay protected. And here's why all of that matters for you. Because now you know what a healthy sender actually looks like. A good leader, a good colleague, doesn't need you to jump at midnight to feel secure. They send when it suits them, and they trust you to pick it up in your hours. So when someone does expect that 2 a.m. reply from you, you can see it clearly for what it is. That's not your failing, that's theirs to fix, and it was never yours to carry. So here's the shift I want to leave you with. Protecting other people's time off, that's leadership. And protecting your own, now that's self-respect. Your worth is not how fast you reply at midnight. It never was. Your evenings are yours. Your weekends are yours. You have one life. Work is a real part of it, but it was never meant to follow you into every hour of it. If this one landed, watch its companion on the fear that hits when you miss a message from someone senior. It's linked right here. New videos every Monday and Friday, and I'm live every Wednesday, 8 p.m. South African time for the Midweek Reboot. Subscribe so they find you. Your evenings are yours. Your weekends are yours. You were never meant to be reachable at every hour. And the work you do in your own time speaks plenty. And remember always, you matter.